He is the reigning defending UFC heavyweight champion. He is the king of Cleveland. He is the one and only Stipe Miocic, who's kind enough to join us today. Stipe, how are you?
What's up, my man?
You know, I have to be honest, there was a moment yesterday where I actually thought of, we don't really talk about this sort of thing, but I actually thought of canceling this interview because your Browns stole one from my Buffalo Bills yesterday. And quite frankly, I have a lot of harsh feelings about the franchise right now for what they did. So I thought about it, but I just love talking to you so much that I didn't.
Those are lies. Those are all lies.
It was a great game. Did you watch it?
I did watch it. It was yeah, too close.
Yes, but good for the franchise to get back on track. So it's good to see you, my friend. It's good to talk to you again. It has been a while. You have kept a relatively low profile since the victory. Any particular reason for that? You last fought in August, of course.
Yeah, no, just me doing me, enjoying the family, enjoying the time off. Can't complain.
You know, this is, of course, your second reign as champion. I'm wondering if this one, I know we're sort of in the embryonic stages of that reign, but does this one feel different? Like, do you enjoy or appreciate being champion more this time around than the first time?
I mean, I'm always grateful and blessed, I had the opportunity to fight for the title, and, winning it was even better. And then, of course, losing it and then getting it back from the same guy that beat you is even better. And, it's awesome. I can show my daughter, just show her sometimes you get knocked down, you gotta get back up.
Yeah. Do you sometimes have moments where you look at the belt and you're like, all right, everything last year that we had to endure, had to go through, it was all worth it. Here it is.
Yeah, I guess so.
There it is.
I'm just happy. Yeah.
Which one do you like better, by the way, the new or the old one?
I like the old one.
Why is that?
I feel like it's constructed better.
Ah, interesting. Bigger, maybe bulkier?
No, it's better constructed.
What do you mean by that?
Like, nothing's falling apart.
Oh, so things are falling apart on the new one?
Yeah.
Like what?
Good. Don't worry about it. It's all good.
All right,
Next
fine.
question.
Okay, fair enough. So just weeks after, you won the belt, we found out, and it sort of flew under the radar, that you had eye surgery. And I don't think many people knew that you even injured your eye in the fight. Could you tell us what happened? What led to the surgery? Before we actually talk about the surgery itself, what actually led to it?
Probably multiple eye pokes for my last two fights.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, it definitely didn't help my cause. And, getting punched doesn't help either. But, yeah, I got done with the fight and seeing spots in my eye, and I see, just never saw it before and just didn't feel right. So I actually went to the retina doctor, and he looked at it. He's like, yeah, man, you got a tear in your retina. So it'll procedure, fix it up. So, hopefully it's healing up and it's going to stay that way.
Was it hurting you?
No, but I mean, of course, you got punched in the face. So yeah, it does hurt. And get eye poked, but it was just like really just it was like just floaties. It was like dark floaties in my eye, and it's gotten better, but it's still there.
And are you saying, just to be clear, you were poked in the first fight and the second fight?
Oh yeah, you watched it. Yeah, I was.
Do you remember? Was it multiple times in the second fight?
Pretty sure multiple times.
Okay, and was it hard to see in the fight?
I watched it too. Oh no, I mean, when you get hit in the eye, don't care who you are, it's gonna hurt. Kind of blow your eye a little bit. So.
Okay, but you're saying you got poked, not just punched, right?
Oh no, yeah, no, I got poked 100%.
Okay, and so you had the surgery, and how did the surgery go?
So far, so good.
Okay.
I mean, fingers crossed.
So no lingering effects or anything like that?
No, not as of right now, no. So just, playing and, listen, I love fighting, but it's all about my eye right now.
Yeah.
And as soon as that's healed, we get back on our hunches.
And have they told you what kind, they being your doctors, have they told you what kind of timeline as far as when you could return to training full time and then, of course, return to fighting? What are you looking at?
I don't know. I talked to him a little bit, so I'm going to go see him here again in about a month.
Okay.
So do nothing extensive or hard. So.
You could see out of it now, though, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Do you want to keep fighting?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not sure you heard recently Daniel was on my show and he said he wants to fight one more time and he wants to fight against you and that's it. It's just one more time and he's done. I'm wondering if you saw those comments and if so, what did you think of them?
I think I saw something about it, but I'm not worried about him right now. I'm worried about eye getting better. You know, and we'll see what happens from there. But I'm not worried about him right now. I'm just worried about my eye healing up, getting better, and and then I saw Tyson Fury's coming into the mix now here.
Ah.
So I like a new challenge.
Oh.
So.
Did you see that footage?
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, he's a combat fighter, so he's definitely gonna have good striking. But I mean, anyone can make a 30-minute highway reel. I mean, he's still still good, but I mean, I can do that too.
Yeah, here it is. Actually, I think it was more like a minute as opposed to 30 minutes.
I was saying 30 seconds. I thought it was 30 seconds. Sorry.
Yeah. What did you think? What, you think he's got something there? You think he's being serious about this?
Maybe not. I don't know. I mean, good for him. But definitely, if he wants to step in the octagon, I love it. I'll step in the ring. I love to box him.
Okay, really?
I would love to box him.
Why? Why would you love to box?
He's a great fighter. I love it. And he's a good dude. I think, and I think we put on a good show.
So you would actually, and correct me if I'm wrong, the idea of boxing him is more intriguing than the idea of fighting him in MMA?
Yeah.
Interesting. Why is that? Just because it's something new? It's something different?
Yeah, something new, something different. I mean, with mixed martial arts, there's a lot more, to go with it. You got like a bunch of martial arts to worry about. With boxing, that's all we got to worry about. We just go toe to toe, slug it out.
Yeah. Maybe I mentioned this earlier in the show. Maybe like a 2-part series, so to speak, like an MMA fight followed by a boxing fight, or vice versa.
Yeah. Listen, I'm down. I love it. I think it's a great idea.
Would it be fair to say that? Go ahead.
Do it one night.
Oh, one night? Both fights one night?
Crazy.
That's absurd.
That is absurd. I would never do that.
Would it be fair to say, though, that this is just what I'm reading off you, this seems to interest you more than the idea of fighting Daniel a third time?
100%.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, like, what do you see? Like, I mean, I didn't like fluke knock him out like quick. I mean, I beat him. I mean, I decisively beat him, and like at first fight, congrats DC, but he caught me with a punch, in the first round. But it was like one on my mind that night. No excuses, but he beat me. But second fight, man, I won. There's no taking away from it. And I didn't get lucky. I just straight, worked him.
You were very vocal about the fact last year, as you were, frustrated with the process, that, you wanted the title fight. You weren't going to settle for anything else. Is there any part of you that is feeling like, all right, now I got the belt, I'm going to give you, I'm going to make you wait. I'm going to make you be frustrated and sit out and wonder if I'm going to grant you this. Are you going to try to give him what you were feeling last year, type of thing?
Yeah, maybe not. He put it on him. He's poked me in the eye multiple times, so I got working my eye done. So that doesn't help my cause. I can't really train hard or do any of that just because I can't really go extensive and hard. But so we'll see what happens. But yeah, right now it doesn't really intrigue me. More of the Tyson Fury. I like that.
Okay. It's funny. You were at the Boston event not that long ago, around a month or so ago, and they put you on camera, and you did not look very happy to be there. Like, the look on your face was like, I'm not too thrilled about the idea of sitting here and being on camera. What was going through your mind? Do you remember this moment? They had you and him on the split, the split screen there, sort of like this situation right here. Although you seem a lot happier right now. What was going on there?
I don't know. I think I was looking at my phone or something. I think I was watching like a baseball score or football or something. I don't know what I was doing. I was watching college football or something. Something maybe, man. Nothing with that. I don't care about that. Whatever. It is what it is.
Okay. All right. Because he was like, hey, all excited, and you were just like, and I didn't know if you were not happy being put on camera or something like that.
Oh no. Well, I know it was I didn't even know that I was going to be on camera until I looked up. Oh.
There you are.
So yeah, I'm like, hey, but yeah, no, there's nothing. I don't think I was mad at all. I think I was just kind of caught up in the moment, I guess. Just not paying attention like I usually do.
Are you able to work out now?
Yeah, but not like hard, just like stretching stuff and just I'm not trying to push it, just kind of ease it in.
Yeah, so you could run and things.
When I was younger.
You could run and all that stuff, but you can't get punched, I would imagine.
Yeah. Well, I'm not really running either. I'm just kind of stretching and trying to stay flexible and just being careful, just because I'm not young anymore. I'm a little bit older.
Sure. But they have said like this, because I know the eye is so serious. This won't preclude you, if you want to continue, from fighting at some point once it fully heals. There's no fear of that, right?
No, I actually talked to the doctor and he said no, you should be good.
Okay. We saw those photos of you when you came back, and they made you. I think you were scrubbing the toilets at the firehouse while wearing the belt. Was that real, or was that just for the photos?
They make me do it every time. It's funny. They get a kick out of it. So I had one of my buddies. He's like, "You better bring that belt." So then they did like some fan greet at the station. It was a lot of people showed up. Actually, I was surprised.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know why you'd be surprised, but like the reaction this time, as opposed to the first time you won the belt, did they rib you more? Did they make you do more stuff?
Uh, it gets worse every time. They don't care. They have no shame in their game. They just want to make me feel tiny and like I'm worthless.
What was the worst thing that they made you do?
Oh, just like the toilet stuff. I mean, they'll make me stand in front of the apron by myself and just wave to people and just in the middle of the day, just stand there and just wave and just wave. It's just like so annoying, you know what I mean? Like, and you got to do it because you don't want to be that guy.
Of course, you can't be the diva, right? The diva champ.
No, I try to be, but they don't care. They shut that down real quick.
Are you still going as often, or are you taking some time off?
No, I'm working on Wednesday.
Like after winning the belt, when was your next shift?
Question. Like a week, not even.
You took a week off?
Yeah.
Slacker.
Yeah, right. Listen, I got a lot of things. I'm a fighter. I'm a firefighter. I'm the nose world order champion.
That's right.
I mean, there's a lot of things that I have to keep up with. I got to stay busy.
Well, actually, since you bring this up, I'm going to put you on the spot right here and now, Stipe, okay? In December, there's a pay-per-view in Las Vegas. I don't know if you know this. I know you don't like to travel very much, but there is a... oh, yeah, you have the belt. Corporate Jake telling me, here's the belt. Here's your belt. Although I gave you one. I had to buy a new one. Here it is, right over here. Yeah. There's the belt. Sorry, my bad. So the belt is up for grabs. It's sort of like one of those things where it's like every time it's like a standalone tournament. There's a second edition of the Roadshow in December in Las Vegas. Are you going to come back to defend your title?
I mean, I might be surprised. I don't know yet.
Okay. Here I am putting you on the spot.
You kind of are. I feel terrible now. But I want someone else to win it. I want to keep winning it. And then I mean, I'm a lover.
Okay, that's very humble of you. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
All right, so TBD whether or not you'll be involved. Talk to your people, basically.
Yeah, for sure. I got you.
All right, fair enough. By the way, before I let you go, I know we're a couple months removed, but I know one thing that you love to do, especially when you're in New York, and it coincided with your sort of victory tour after the fight. You like to go to the firehouses in New York, and it coincided with 9/11 when you were there, and you went to one of the main firehouses, I believe, in Midtown Manhattan that suffered a lot of casualties. I'm wondering what was that experience? I think it's the Midtown Firehouse. What was that experience like for you?
There's a bit called Bat Cave. They call it on the Bat Cave. It's humbling, man. It's just because those they do work. They do work. I mean, they're nonstop, and they told me the stories, and it's just you could just see it in their face. Someone got a little emotional about it, but just you just think about that situation, about being put in that situation, and knowing you know what you signed up for. And you're gonna go in there, and you're gonna do whatever you gotta do to get everyone safe, and you don't know if you're coming back. You can just see it on all their faces, like they lost a lot of good friends, family members, and peoples.
Do they know who you are when you go there? Do they appreciate the fact that you're a fighter, but also one of them as well?
I think so. Yeah. I think so. I hope so. And maybe be kind of dumb if I walk up there and they're like, "Who are you?" So honestly, they don't really mean it. They don't mean it or not. They're just good people. So honestly, they'll take you in, hang out, share the station. They love doing that stuff.
Okay.
Take pride in what they do.
And by the way, do you feel, Francis is very frustrated these days. He wants to fight you. He wants to get a fight. Do you feel for Francis?
I don't know. I mean, I put a clinic on him too, so I'll do it again.
I like this. I like sassy Stipe. This is great.
Yeah, right. I got time to think now.
Yeah. So the message in short is not so interested in the DC fight, but interested in Tyson Fury. That's how you're feeling right now.
Yeah, I love to fight Tyson Fury. I mean, I love the boxing. We both come out in May. I mean, great, awesome. I think we put on a great show. I think he's a great competitor, and I think he'd be awesome.
And the idea of fighting DC in the retirement fight doesn't do much for you.
I'm not worried about him.
Okay, fair enough.
Just like he is with me,
Ah, there it is. That was the question I just asked you.
So yeah. So now, I'm saying, but now I'm important. Before I wasn't important. Now I am.
All right. So we'll see how. And you don't know what month you'll return yet.
No. Just like I said, I'm healed up. Once that gets taken care of, and I get the okay from the doctors, I'll start getting back into it.
Okay, but next year, fair to say, 2020.
Yeah. Of course.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's do that one in Cleveland whenever it is. Right? I mean, I feel like we need to go back there. That was so great, that fight.
I mean, it's pretty awesome. Not gonna lie.
The atmosphere was like, I can't believe they haven't gone back since.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't know why they haven't came back, but they. Listen, if I was that guy or matchmaker, I wouldn't be fighting.
All right. Well, we appreciate it and wish you a speedy recovery, obviously, Stipe. Hope everything goes well with the eye. It recovers nicely and that you can get back in there sooner rather than later. Thank you for doing this. I know how much you love doing this, so I really appreciate you coming on.
So excited. Let me tell you something. I woke up at like 6 in the morning. I was like, oh my God, we did the Ariel show today. I'm so excited.
Yes. Hey, The Rock even shouted you out earlier.
Was it good or bad?
It was tremendous. He said that he would like to, what did he say? He said, I would like to take out Stipe Miocic. He said, actually, we have the clip. Do you want to hear it?
Yeah, please. I would love to see it.
Okay. Just 1 second. We are, quote unquote, efforting, as they say in the business. Earlier today, of course, I spoke to Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. I'd even bring you up. He brought it up himself. He brought up your name. And for a second there, I thought we were about to make worldwide news. We thought that we were going to blow the headlines out of the water, whatever you want to say, as I'm just trying to kill time here. Oh, they can't get it. That really sucked. I'm sorry. What kind of rinky-dink operation is this? Basically, what he said he wanted to take you out to dinner.
Oh, I'd love to.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be nice, right?
Yeah, I would take him out also. I mean, we could do like a date thing,
It would be nice. Oh, you meaning I could come too?
Now you're pushing it, dude. It's like.
Okay, we have it. Here it is. Here's The Rock talking about Stipe.
And I know that everybody wants to know if I have ambitions to get in the Octagon. And again, the truth is, look, I know you're going to have Stipe on.
Yes.
I'm going to take him. I could take Stipe.
Oh.
I can take Stipe to lunch.
There you go. You hear me say, oh? I was like, wait a second. Is The Rock calling out Stipe here? This will be the greatest moment of my career, but take him to lunch. So there you go. The ball's in your court.
Awesome. I'm going to have to tweet him now.
All right.
Like steaks, lobster.
Thank you for doing this, Stipe. I appreciate it. Get well soon.
Thanks for everybody.
Hello, everyone. It's Ariel Helwani. I just came here to thank you for watching our ESPN YouTube channel. It's the best. You know what else is the best? The ESPN app. You can get highlights, analysis, all that stuff and more. And if you want premium content and live streaming sports, there's only one place for all of that. It's ESPN Plus.